Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I agree with 99.9% of what you say. One of them, half of the percent is not right. My colleagues on the head table, the MP for Chaguanas West, Mr. Austin Jack Warner. What a magnificent ambassador we have in Trinidad and Tobago. He did in fact tell him he was going to burn the invitation that they gave him to attend the conference that they had down here, because in his own time he would see the president. He's one of the few people in the world who could do that. The member for Tabaquite, the Honorable Ramesh Lawrence Maharaj. Mr. Asvani Maharaj. Mahabir, I'm sorry. Once I start on them, Maharaj, I doesn't want to come off. You get hooked on Ramesh and you're calling everybody else Maharaj. Her Worship, the Mayor of Chaguanas. Wait, don't clap, don't clap. Let me say that again and hope that Suraj is listening. Her Worship, the Mayor of Chaguanas, Miss Natasha Navas, Dr. Rupert Griffith, former Speaker, and all my other colleagues, my brothers and sisters who gathered here tonight in your numbers, and those of you who are listening to us on the radio and on the television and the World Wide Web, thank you for coming, and we are happy to have you. It is very courageous of you to come out and show your discontent for what is happening in our country today, and for joining this movement for change within the UNC to bring about a better Trinidad and Tobago. You see, when I came here this evening, when I started conjuring up my speech, I don't write speeches, you know. I just put them in my mind because I know what I want to say. But I started thinking about telling you about the crime and telling you about the ills of our country. But then a lot of events take place in this country over the last couple of days. And I decided that tonight my presentation would take on a different tone. You see, every week when we come to you with these meetings, we all come to you in the hope that things would get better in our country. But as we go ahead and we see what's happening, it's becoming progressively worse. It was only yesterday that we commemorated one of the darkest days in the history of Trinidad and Tobago, when insurgents blatantly tried to overthrow the elected government. And I say then, and as I would say now, it was indeed with some collusion of some people that sit in our parliament today. I remember, my brothers and sisters, when the coup was taking place and we called on some of our leaders, some of the people who were then in parliament and some of them who are there now, when they called one of them, he said, maybe he was asleep, wake me up when it's all over. And when they called the other one, he said, that is a business between the Muslimin and the NAR government. Yes, in case you're wondering, Basdeo Pandey say, wake me up when it's over. And Patrick Manning say, that is the business of the Muslimin and NAR government. Today, one is the opposition leader, and one is the Prime Minister. And my brothers and sisters, as much as the people in Trinidad and Tobago call for a commission of inquiry into the events of that fateful day, none is forthcoming. As a matter of fact, what we heard yesterday from our Prime Minister is some year-old concocted story about how somebody tried to kill him and somebody tried. What damn fool is going to watch a police escort coming down the road? Call out the Prime Minister come and talk to you and don't shoot the hell out of him if you went to kill him. My brothers and sisters, but that is worse than pulling wool over your eye. I say here this evening, I'm not mincing words, it's a blatant lie, and we want a commission of inquiry into it. If somebody tries to assassinate the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, we want to have an inquiry. So Patrick, convene one tomorrow so we would know the truth as to what's happening. What I do know is that a poor policeman was made a scapegoat, and today his family must be hungry somewhere because of somebody's delusion. My brothers and sisters, you see what we have been doing, and by your presence here, we know that we are doing something right. But I am saying to you, when I joined the United National Congress, and let me tell you tonight, I hope that my colleagues would give me a few more minutes. When I joined, it was at the behest of my relative and friend, Mr. Austin Jack Warner and Manohar Ramsaran. They got me involved in the politics that I'm in today, in the UNC politics. And I felt proud at the time because I thought that the UNC was the vehicle to take Trinidad and Tobago out of its problems. And indeed, when we were in government, we were doing a good job. But lo and behold, today I am wondering, is it the same UNC that I joined in 2000? When I listened to Basdev Pandey, and I listened to Suraj, and I listened to my good friend, I don't know where he has lost his way, Tim Gopi Singh is a friend of mine, my family doctor for years. It's who? Suraj? Suraj, man. Suraj. That was Freudian, you know. You thought I made a mistake, right? I didn't. It's not. I don't need any correction. Suraj Ramachan. Any garbage that comes out of one man's mouth like that. My brothers and sisters, let me say to you, you remember a man named Vincent Lass? And you remember Rupert Griffith? Rupert Griffith and Vincent Lass gave the UNC a majority that they needed. My brothers and sisters, and at the time when they did that, they paid a price with their own African people in this country, as indeed I did. But we did not turn back, and we did not look back. And just in case you're wondering why I say Suraj, and only try to correct me, my brothers and sisters, only last week when I was listening to the radio, and I heard Suraj saying that Kilwali in this country betrayed Basdev Pandey. I want to ask Mr. Suraj that if it is that when Lass and Griffith crossed the floor to come to the UNC, if they won't kill Wally then. My brothers and sisters, when you listen to Mr. Basdev Pandey spewing how his ancestors built this with their sweat and blood and tears, build this party, African blood, sweat and tears, build the UNC too. And when I listen to my good friend Tim Gopi Singh talk about ethnic cleansing, and if he had only said ethnic cleansing and stuck to that, it would not have been bad. But he went on to say that the Port of Spain General Hospital is now an African hospital, and they're practicing ethnic cleansing. How could me, as an African person, my brothers and sisters, who have given up a career and see a lot of trouble in this country, being booed by my own people,